Welcome to the Floral POS. In this video, we're actually going to be looking at version 6.2. It's a new release that we just released today, January 9th, 2019. And it's actually going to give you guys the opportunity to see our new customer phone system. So what we've done is in the past, we've only allowed you guys to store up to 4 numbers inside the customer administrator area. And now you can store as many as you want, and you can actually tag what the phone is and all that good stuff. So let's take a peek at that. So let's go ahead and click on the customer administration button. And then if you notice in here now, we have an area called phone, an area called basically mobile, or it's actually phone type. So we have mobile selected. And then if it is a mobile phone, you can actually click on your mobile carrier, which could be, any of these guys here. So so what happened to your other phone numbers, are phone 1, phone 2, phone 3. They're when the update goes through, it automatically migrates over the actual numbers to the new table. So if you click on like Timothy Bell right now, you see he only has one number here. And what happens is it automatically puts the default number that that particular customer wants to be contacted with. And generally, it's only one number. When you create the customer, it automatically makes it default. But you might have a customer that has multiple phone numbers that might want more than one number on account. So let's click on Timothy Bell here. And then if you look to your right here, you have a little icon called Manage Phone Numbers. We also have it up here as well. So I click on that. And you can see all the phone numbers that Tim has available. He has a fax number, a mobile number with AT&T tag to it, and then a home phone number as well. So everything can be done inside of here. So let's say, for example, we wanted to make the cell number the default number. We can just check mark default, click on save here, and then when we close out of here, it automatically knows that the cell number is a default number, and that will show up on all of reports and any printouts that that number needs to be. It'll print there as well, which is pretty neat. So we've done that here. We've also made it so that let's go ahead and get out of here. We made it so you guys can customize the different cell carriers, and also you can customize the different phone types. So if we go to system configuration inside of control panel, we have phone types right here. And now you have home, mobile, work, fax, and then whatever ones you guys would like to add yourselves. And you can set one as default. So when you create a brand new customer, notice that mobile is always coming up here. It's always popping up there as default. So let's go back in there again and click on system configuration and look at cell carriers. And these are basically when we start allowing texting inside the program. This is the actual free side of the texting. So we have two different sides. There's a free side, and then there's also going to be a paid side through easy texting. Once we implement that, we actually decided to implement both directions. So you can either text for free inside the Floral POS or use easy texting, which gives you 100 free texts per month. And then also when you go above and beyond 100, you actually pay for those. So this is kind of the start of that. So you have AT&T, Verizon, Sprint, T-Mobile, and then Virgin Mobile. You actually can add as many other ones as you guys want to. You just look them up on the internet and find out what the email address is. And what our system does is it automatically sends the phone number with that attached on the end here, and it creates like an email address. It sends it to it, and then it automatically texts a phone, which is pretty neat. So yeah, that's it. So that's the carriers. You're going to notice we have a text settings here. If you click on it, it's just going to say coming soon. I'm working on that right now, but I had to kind of release this first so that we could actually allow you guys to get used to the phone system that we put in place for you guys. This one here. We also made it so if you go back into control panel inside of system management employee manager, inside employee config, we actually made it so that we kind of like overhauled that as well to kind of look similar to the customer administrator screen. So now you have all the buttons you have available in the customer admin screen as well. So if I click on Timothy Bell, not only does it give you all his information about what he's doing as an employee, but his information as a customer is here as well. And then we can actually email him directly if we wanted to. We can actually go into his address book for email addresses, and we can go into his phone book for phone numbers. Pretty cool stuff. Also in this version, we added the capability to we have a couple of florists that had asked about your professional florist. They were formerly Floral Source. They were inside of our program They decided they didn't no longer want to be associated with any other third-party point of sale system, so we ended up pulling them out of our system. But I guess a couple of you guys still use them, so we added it back in the system so you can manually wire in and manually wire out just by dropping down and selecting that. Everything else inside of here is we fixed a couple of print problems, and that's about it. So the big thing inside this version 6.2 is going to be your new phone system. Keep in mind that when you do run this update, it's actually going to take a little bit of time. I would run it either early morning or when you get ready to leave for the day. You can run the update on all your stations, that'll be fine, but on your server, it's going to take a little bit of time to migrate over the phone numbers into the new database. So that's it. That's basically 6.2.00, and look for the new 6.2.5 will actually be the version that allows you guys to start texting from inside the Floral POS. I hope to have that for you way before Valentine's Day so you can kind of get acclimated to it so you can get ready to send text messages and all that good stuff from the POS before that time. So enjoy, and we'll see you in the next one.